Daring Abroad, brought to you by Equity Bank Diaspora Banking.
Meet Gilbert Udoto, the owner of two popular clubs in Albany City in Georgia State, USA.
Okay, yeah? The security guy was out of town. Okay, that's good. All right, go over that way. Okay, good.
He's easy with his workers. It is about 9 p.m. and Gilbert can afford to move around leisurely on his hoverboard before revelers fill up this place.
I'm from Ingo, Kakamenga. This is my second home, my second village.
Gilbert came here in 1977 as a student. He joined Albany State University where he studied business.
Na nikamaliza shule, sasa nikafikiri kukaa so that I can grow here and help people to grow at home. We are just a few, maybe 3 Kenyans in the whole city. And it was very lonely at the time. And now we about, really the Kenyans don't stay. They come over and then they go to Atlanta or they go back home. Atlanta is like Mecca of all black people in the whole world.
Well, you're the man, man.
No, you're the man.
Gilbert is a known figure in this city, given his interpersonal skills and what he calls a one-on-one relationship with his clients.
I have a multitude of businesses. Like here, I own this club, Sandrep 5.0. I have another club, Big Daddies. I have a music store, Odyssey Records. I have a car lot called Executive Cars, and I do promotions. In fact, I've been doing promotions in Albany for the last 30 years. And I've brought acts like MC Hammer, Luther Vandross, LL Cool J. What do you do?
Love everybody. If you
Will
love
Smith,
everybody,
really,
then
I've brought more shows than anybody now.
Big shout out to Kenyan. What up, Chams? Oh yeah.
Venturing into business, he says, was not by accident, as entrepreneurship runs deep in their family.
And this started from the village Ingo. I started a business. My mother started me in the business because my grandfather was a senior chief. He started all of us in the business. And then, so when I came over here, I wanted to continue with what I was doing at home. I figured that if I was self-employed, I could do myself more justice to help myself and help people at home. She had a shop, and of course in the village, everybody's a farmer, so we are farmers. She's a big farmer.
And were you a DJ? How did you come into the world of music?
By having a music store, I ran into promoters, and then I said, well, I'm from Kenya, and Kenyans were very, very hardworking, very enterprising. I felt that, well, I could, also give a shot to myself in the music.
And among those businesses you mentioned, so where do you have your heart most, or which is the best?
The best way I'm over here because we have, this is like the only club in Georgia like this that has this capacity and the kitchen to come, and we have, everybody that comes here falls in love with the club.
This club, which was opened in 2007, can accommodate about 1,000 revelers.
We have the largest club here, and you can imagine.
Like any other business, the entertainment industry has its share of challenges, mainly stiff competition. But Gilbert says in his mindset there is nothing impossible.
The best thing is look at life with no difficulties at all. So whatever the situation is, I'm prepared to meet it, to solve it. I learned this from my grandfather, I learned this from my mother, and that's why I've been able to overcome. In fact, a lot of people wonder how I was able to come over here and do what I'm doing without faltering. But I think I had a very solid, a very good background from the village.
We have more on Gilbert Udoto's experience in the world of entertainment in a foreign country after our Miles Away segment.
Today on Miles Away, we take a look at the 5 strongest and 5 weakest passports globally. The strength of a passport is measured in terms of the number of countries the holder can visit visa-free. At the top is Japan and Singapore, which give the holder visa-free access to 180 countries. The German passport is a close second with a score of 179 countries. France, Italy, Spain, Denmark, Finland, Sweden and South Korea tie in the third position with a score of 178. At 4th place are Portugal, Austria, United Kingdom, Norway, Luxembourg and Netherlands, providing visa-free access to 177 countries. Finally, Canada, Switzerland, Ireland and the United States close the top 5 ranking, giving entry to 176 countries. The bottom 5 countries with the lowest visa-free access include Somalia 32, Pakistan 30, Syria 28, Iraq 27 and Afghanistan 24. Kenya ranks 67, giving visa-free access to 72 countries. For Miles Away, I'm Michael Zimanji.
For Gilbert Udoto, this is where it all began. A music store which opened in 1985.
You can see his groups over here. You can see Vanessa Williams, Miss Universe.
Those days, cassettes gave him good business. Then came CDs and DVDs, but they've since become outdated. Gilbert keeps the items for sentimental value.
They were hitting us up to like 2000. Then when with the piracy and free music on internet, you know,
And changing
technology, computer, that affects the business. So I only do it as a hobby and I service the community.
In this shop, there is more than music items.
We have artist records where we have Greek paraphernalia, the university paraphernalia, and African items, and the music, of course.
Back to Gilbert's entertainment side, and he advises those who would like to venture into this business never to take security for granted.
You are dealing with so many people, and when, say, they get too much to drink, then you have to control them. Or some people bring their problems from home, so you must be prepared to make the best out of it, you know, and we have done very well.
Gilbert has employed over 50 employees in 2 clubs and the car business. Above all, he owns a radio station.
Since I advertised heavily on radio, I was approached by a friend who had an opportunity to say, let's start a radio in Atlanta. So I invested with him. Then I saw an opportunity of starting the same thing over here. That's how we have 93.5 and 94.5 in Atlanta.
Gilbert says he has not forgotten his homeland, Kenya, despite his busy life in the US.
I'm in 2 worlds. in the village in Kenya and then in the village in the States. And I go home like 3 or 4 times a year. In the past 30 years, I've been giving scholarship to students. I've helped to build churches, to build schools, and just showing people, how to be good leaders. I started Udoto Cup that we started in 1987. And between 2 places, we have about 40,000 people that come out to watch the match.
And to crown his legacy among his Banyala sub-tribe in Navakholo, he has overseen the publication of a book documenting the community's culture.
And we want this to be like an example to other areas so that people can do the same thing. We must invest at home. We must go and let those people know that we are there for them. God has blessed us, so we have to bless other people.
He says he visits his Musanga village in Bunyala, Navakholo constituency at least 3 times a year.
People from the village, the chiefs, people in the village, like 70 people. I've done it several times to Uganda. And I've also taken my family members to places like World Cup, South Africa, Hong Kong, and Dubai, just to see how other people live so that they can come home and see that they can use the same tools to better their life.
Gilbert's final advice is in the following soundbite.
One thing you have to have in you what you want in life. If you want to think small, you're gonna achieve small. But if you think big, then you're gonna accomplish big. And I think that's what I felt that I'm just a human being like anybody else. I can do anything that any person can do.
Equity Bank Diaspora Banking. Receive money from anywhere in the world.